Welcome back to BikeBeat. The 2025 Suzuki V-Strom 660XT is here, and it's making waves in the middleweight adventure touring segment. If you're after a bike that balances road comfort, off-road capability, and long-distance touring power without the heft and price tag of a full-on leader-class ADV, this could be your next ride. Today on BikeBeat, we're diving deep into everything that makes the new V-Strom 660XT worth your attention. Let's start with what's under the seat. Suzuki equips the 660XT with a refined 659 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, which is derived from the ever-popular SV650 platform but tuned specifically for adventure touring. This engine produces a punchy 73 horsepower and 62 Nm of torque, delivered smoothly through a 6-speed gearbox. Suzuki has worked on refining the throttle response and power band, making this engine feel tractable across a range of riding conditions. Whether you're crawling over gravel or cruising at highway speeds, it feels responsive and never out of breath. What's impressive is how Suzuki has re-engineered the engine mapping to provide low-end torque without sacrificing top-end excitement. It's €5+ compliant, runs cooler than the previous generation, and offers solid fuel economy, averaging around 22 to 24 km per liter depending on how heavy your right hand is. On the chassis side, we've got a steel twin-spar frame with a long swing arm and a subframe designed for luggage and pillion comfort. The XT version adds key off-road enhancements, like wire spoke wheels, 21-inch front and 17-inch rear, wrapped in Bridgestone Batlax Adventure rubber. Suspension is handled by a 43mm Showa adjustable front fork and a preload adjustable rear monoshock. Suspension travel is generous enough to tackle rough trails without compromising on-road manners. And yes, let's talk about the electronics. Suzuki stepped up their game this year. The 660XT comes with a 3-level traction control system, ride-by-wire throttle, dual-channel ABS, and switchable ABS for the rear wheel, something off-road riders will appreciate. There are 3 ride modes: touring, sport, and gravel, each tweaking throttle response and traction sensitivity. And new for 2025 is Suzuki's Smart Glide system, a form of low-speed crawl assist designed to reduce stalling during slow technical riding. The ergonomics have been reworked, too. Taller riders will appreciate the spacious cockpit, and the seat height, set at 835 mm, is a comfortable middle ground for most. The handlebars are wide and swept for leverage, and the standing position feels natural with good tank grip. Suzuki also added adjustable brake and clutch levers, as well as optional heated grips and a taller touring screen for wind protection. Visually, the V-Strom 660XT embraces the classic V-Strom beak, now with sharper LED lighting and a more aggressive fairing design. The new TFT dash is crisp, colorful, and easy to read even in direct sunlight. It includes smartphone connectivity via Suzuki's Ride Connect app. Speaking of off the floor, the bike comes in 3 color options this year: Desert Gold, Arctic White, and Midnight Blue. Each of these schemes is paired with contrasting graphics and blacked-out engine components for a rugged, stealthy finish. On the road, the V-Strom 660XT shines in versatility. It's not as raw as a 10 or a 700 or as road-focused as a Versus 650, it sits in that sweet spot. It's nimble enough for city commuting, relaxed enough for cross-country touring, and tough enough to handle mild to moderate trails. It's the kind of bike that you can ride daily but also trust on a backcountry weekend ride. Braking is handled by dual 310mm discs up front with 2 piston calipers and a single 260mm rear disc. It's adequate for most situations, and while it may not be high-end Brembo hardware, the system provides good feedback and stopping power, even with a full load. Maintenance-wise, Suzuki keeps things accessible. The valve check interval is every 24,000 kilometers, and parts availability and servicing are generally easy, thanks to the brand's widespread dealer network. That's a major plus for adventure riders who may not be near a major city when things go wrong. Now let's address the price. The 2025 Suzuki V-Strom 660XT starts at $9,299, making it one of the most competitively priced mid-range adventure bikes in its class. For what it offers: off-road equipment, modern electronics, proven reliability, and comfort, it's a strong value proposition. Suzuki is clearly aiming to dominate the budget adventure segment with a bike that punches well above its weight. So, who's this bike for? If you're a newer adventure rider looking for a manageable, trustworthy bike, or if you're downsizing from a heavier ADV but don't want to lose comfort and range, the 660XT is spot on. It's approachable yet versatile. Not overly high-tech, but far from basic. And most importantly, it's fun to ride. The V-Strom name has always stood for practicality and adventure readiness, and the 660XT lives up to that legacy. It's not trying to be the most extreme off-roader or the fastest tourer, it's built to take you anywhere, comfortably, efficiently, and reliably. So that's our take on the 2025 Suzuki V-Strom 660XT. Let us know in the comments what you think. Would you take this over the Tenera, the Versys, or maybe even the Transalp? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a ride with BikeBeat. See you out there on the road.